Okay, lesson 3, the binomial expansion. This really just brings together the last two lessons. So in general terms, if we wanted to do a plus b to the power of n, well, in terms of the coefficients, it's going to be n choose 0, n choose 1, n choose 2, n choose 3, and it will carry on all the way until you get to n choose n. But very often in the questions, I'll only ever ask you for the first 4 terms. This is usually sufficient. Then we'd have a to the n, a to the n minus 1, a to the n minus 2, a to the n minus 3, b to the 0, b to the 1, b to the 2, b to the 3. So that's just in general terms. Remember from previous lessons that the individual powers add up to the overall power. N take 2 add 2 is n, n take 3 add 3 is also n. So on to example 4. Now example 4 would like us to solve or expand 3 minus 2x to the power of 5. So power of 5, that's going to have 6 terms. So it's going to start 5 choose 0 and end with 5 choose 5. So I'll put those out first. In fact, it's largely pointless because I know 5 choose 0 is going to be 1, and I know 5 choose 1 is going to be 5, but I'll carry on regardless. And again, that'll be a 1, that'll be a 5. And these two will be the same, so I only need to actually work out one of them. And we worked out what 5 choose 2 was in the second lesson. Now if I do the first term, so that's going to be 3 to the 5, 3 to the 4, 3 to the 3, 3 to the 2, 3 to the 1, 3 to the 0, which is just 1, so ignore that. Minus 2x and 0, so ignore that. Minus 2x, minus 2x, minus 2x, minus 2x, minus 2x, power 1, power 2, power 3, power 4, power 5. Okay, so now if we can simplify that, so that's 1, that's 5, that's 1, that's 5, 5 choose 2, what's that going to be? 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, divided by 2 times 1, 3 times 2 times 1, cancel, cancel, 20 over 2 is 10. Let's just help my calculations. 3 to the power 5, so it's 3, 9, 27, 81, 2, 4, 3. Now because this is a minus, I know it's just going to alternate plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, so I don't even need to worry about the signs. So what have I got here? Oh, right, 81 times 5 times 2, so that's 81 times 10, so that's 810x. What have I got here? 10 times 4 is 40. 40 times 27, so that's 27, if to 108, 1080, x squared, minus, plus, minus. 8 times 10 is 80, times 9 is 720. So 16 times 3 times 5, well 16 times 5 is 80, times 3 is 240. And last one, 2 to the power 5 is 32, I hope. Let's check those coefficients. Yes. Obviously you can do those on a calculator, and I would advise that you do check them on a calculator. Anyway, but that's correct. So on to example 5 then. That's part A, 1 plus 2x to the power of 10. When you start off with a 1, there's another way of doing them. I think you do that in year 2. Or you might do it late in this chapter, I can't remember. But 1 is great because 1 to the power I think is 1, so it just makes the calculations just very easy. It actually says it only wants the first 4 terms. So it's going to be 10 choose 0. Obviously that's 1, I'm just wasting time, but there you go. 10 choose 1, which is 10. 10 choose 2, 10 choose 3. So that's going to be 10 times 9. 8 factorial is going to cancel. So it's 10 times 9, 90 over 2 is 45. This one is going to be 10 times 9 times 8. 7 factorial is going to cancel. So it's going to be 10 times 9 times 8 divided by 3 times 2, which is 6. So, what's that going to be? 90 over 6 is 15. 15 times 8 is 120, I think. I'm going to check that on the calculator. 10 choose 3 is 120. I've got it right. Then it's going to be 1 to the power of 10, 1, 1 to the power of 9, 1, 1. So you don't need to worry about 1 because it's always going to be 1. So 2x to the power of 0, forget about it. 2x to the power of 1, 2x to the power of 2, 2x to the power of 3. So working those out, it's plus, so they're all going to be plus. So it's going to be 1 plus 10 times 2, 20x, plus 45 times 4, 90, 180, x squared, plus 120 times 8, 960, I think, x cubed, first term, second term, third term, fourth term. Yep. Part B, 10 minus all half x. It's going to be fun. It's power of 6. And he only wants the first 4 terms. So it's going to be 6 choose 0, 6 choose 1, 6 choose 2, 6 choose 3. The only reason I'm doing the first 2 is because you'll go 1, 6, then you'll probably do 6 choose 3 here because it's the third term. But remember that number's always 1 less than what you think. So that is going to be 1, that is going to be 6. 6 choose 2, 6 times 5 divided by 2, that's going to be 15. This one's going to be 6 times 5 times 4 divided by 3 times 2, 20. 10 to the power of 6, oh dear. 10 to the power of 5, 10 to the power of 4, 10 to the power of 3. Minus a half x to the power of 1, minus half x to the power of 2, minus half x to the power of 3. I don't even really need to worry about the minuses because I know it's going to go plus, minus, and so on. So the first one is just 10 to the 6. Right, so I don't have to leave it as 10 to the 6. I'll leave it as 10 to the 6 for now and then see what's going in the answer. Minus well no, let's use the calculator. So 6 times 10 to the power of 5 divided by 2, 300,000 x. Lovely numbers. Plus 15 times 10 to the power of 4, or times it by half squared, which is the same as dividing by 2 squared divided by 4. 37500 x squared, and minus 20 times 10 cubed, and then times a half cubed, same as dividing by 2 cubed, which is divided by 8. 2,500. Yeah, so that is all the examples done before exercise 8C. So if you crack on with that, and again let your teacher know if you've had any problems with any of those questions.